If you're like me, even though you are highly committed to your personal development study and your practices of mind, body, spirit connection, even the holidays can throw you for a loop. They can feel more like a marathon of stress than a time of joy. Does this at all resonate with you? And I just want you to know, if it does, then certainly I think we all know that we're not alone feeling this way. Even the most seasoned yoga practitioners, meditators, and personal development enthusiasts, the holidays can bring up all sorts of things. It brings up unexpected emotional triggers, overwhelm, relentless pull of obligation. We're invited to things on the same day. And then where do our own needs fall into place during this super busy time? But what if you could shift all of that and turn the holiday stress into a season of empowerment, of peace, of true connection? Well, this is what we're going to be talking about today. The 5 tips you need to beat holiday stress this year. That's what we're going to be diving into. And really, for myself and everyone that I have the absolute privilege of coaching as a transformational coach this year, it is time to approach the holiday season differently. The advanced mind, body, spirit tips that I'm going to be sharing are designed to help you navigate this season better than you've ever navigated it, with grace, with emotional resilience, and the peace that you've worked so hard all year long to cultivate. So together, we're going to be turning the holiday stress into a time of empowerment and alignment. So our very first tip is to anchor in radical self-priority in mind, body, and spirit. So here's the advanced tip. Before you say yes to any invitation or obligation, or you're the one putting out the invitation, before you do that, pause and ask yourself, does this serve my highest good? Or is this coming from a place of should or obligation? And you want to practice saying yes only to what truly aligns with your values and your desired and deepest feelings. So why this is going to really help is, obviously this practice will help you prevent burnout. It'll help you stay in a place of empowered giving rather than depleted obligation. Our tip number 2 is to use conscious rituals to process any loss or loneliness. This particularly can be a time that can be triggering. If you've lost a parent or a loved one, or you are longing for love in your life and you don't have a romantic partner, or the partner you do have, you don't have as deep of a connection as you'd love, or an estrangement with a family member, a child, or an uncle, or anything like that, right? So you want to design a personal ceremony to honor those that you miss and the love that you long for. You can light a candle, you can write them a letter, you can speak your feelings out loud or in a meditation, and you can follow this letter writing and candle lighting with some movement and breath work to shift any heavy energy that you're feeling. Because here's the thing, grief and longing can create stagnant energy. And these types of rituals allow you to release these emotions while also honoring your humanity and your spiritual journey. So you want to just take a moment and give yourself this gift during these holidays. Our tip number 3 is to rewire food and sugar triggers with body awareness. So before you reach for your comfort food and sugary retreats, remember, the mind and the eyes are so powerful. You see something, even if you're not craving it, you just sometimes by default want to grab it, and before you realize it, it's in your mouth. Before you do that, pause, tune in with a practice like somatic mindfulness. So you're going to close your eyes, you're going to place one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly, and you're going to ask, what am I really craving right now? And then take a few deep, slow breaths and ask yourself, what would be the most empowering and healthy choice that I can make for myself right now? Now, just the act of pausing breathing, and asking these powerful questions are going to help you connect to your body's wisdom, not just your tongue's cravings, which will help transform unconscious triggers into conscious decisions. And you will be delighted in ultimately what you do. Another pro tip that I know you probably know, but we may not always remember to do it, is to eat before you go to a holiday party, or have a healthy treat or a healthy snack in your bag, so that, like for example, I'll have some organic sugar-free dark chocolate in my purse, or my favorite power bar, or I'll make sure that I have a protein shake and an apple before I go to the holiday gathering so I don't show up starving. And when I have satiated my basic hunger, I'm that less likely to fill up with unhealthy treats. So pro tip on going to holiday parties. Our number fourth is harness emotional triggers as opportunities for growth. So, and I know that you know this, but it's helpful to be reminded that when we feel triggered by family dynamics, unmet expectations, or loneliness, you can take a moment to journal and meditate on this question: what part of me needs to be healed or acknowledged in this moment? And you can follow that question with a movement practice to integrate the insight. Now, if that's not something you're familiar with, it's super powerful and potent. You can check out some of the free offerings down at the bottom of this post or this video to learn more about how to integrate your mindfulness with movement and emotional release. Because here's the thing, emotional triggers lose their power when they're seen as mirrors for inner healing, and when you move the emotion rather than just suppress or bottle it up. The fifth tip is to reclaim the holidays as your sacred time. It's so easy to put yourself last, but when you make yourself a priority, you shift the entire energy of your experience, and the holidays can become a time to reconnect with your own joy, your own wisdom, your own desires. Make sure you buy yourself a gift and place it under the tree. Make sure that when you're planning a big meal and you're thinking about what everybody else would love to eat, what about you? What would you love to savor during this time? Make sure that you put yourself and your priorities on the front burner. All right. So with that said, I just want to remind you, as somebody that I know is very much committed to your growth, to being a difference maker in the world, I know you have lots of tools to navigate life, but these tips are designed to help you go even deeper, to help you turn the holiday stress into an opportunity for growth, alignment, and empowerment. And this year, I encourage you to commit to showing up for yourself first. Reclaim your time, honor your emotions, prioritize practices that nourish your mind, body, and spirit. And when you do, you'll not only transform your own experience, you'll radiate greater peace and joy to everyone around you. You'll be even more calm and just grateful during this season. And it'll just be easier to navigate all of the twists and turns that we know the holidays bring us. So also, I offer some really powerful free gifts during this time. So make sure that you look for the free opt-ins and free gifts. There's free meditations, there's free somatic movement, mind, body, spirit movement practices that really very much help during this time. So, and if you've enjoyed this video and you feel that this could help other people during the holidays, please be sure to share it. Be sure to like it. Be sure to register for even more videos that we put out every week. And until next time, have a great, peaceful, self-loving holiday season. We'll see you soon.